Dr. Ngozi Ezike embodies the true definition of a leader. As Illinois Director of Public Health, she was one of the main voices leading our state during the pandemic. She recently stepped down from that role and will overtake as President and CEO of Sinai Chicago Hospital System. She's going to be speaking at Northeastern on Monday, April 25th, an event that's free to the public and free to be streaming online as well, too. Dr. Ezike, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks so much for having me.
First of all, congratulations on the brand new position.
I just hope that I can continue furthering the incredible work that Sinai has been doing for over 100 years. And we can just keep, looking at the work that we have done at IDPH and public health in general, and really seeing those many points of intersection, which Sinai has been on top of for a long, long time. And I just hope that I can further some of that great work that's already being done there.
You're coming to Northeastern on April 25th on Monday. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to be, talking about and some of the stories that you might be sharing.
Yeah, I think, we've all been experiencing this global pandemic, most of us for our very first time. And there are just some important life lessons that I think that we can take, extract from that can carry us no matter what we're doing next, whether we're still working in public health, thinking about leadership in general. I think there's so many important lessons that we really need to, distill from this event that we've been through together.
You and Dr. Arwady, you weren't in this position for very long before kind of being thrown into this pandemic. So it was, I can only imagine the amount of lessons that you had to pull from and things that you learned that no other job or no other situation would be able to, teach you.
Yeah, fortunately, this is not a common event that we are living through. And so very unique circumstances and challenges, but very ripe for lots of learning and opportunities and just growth experiences.
You resigned from your position as Illinois Public Health Director about a month ago. Did you reflect every day as far as what was going on, since March of 2020, or was it until that position ended that you kind of took in everything that, happened?
I've definitely had more time to have a clearer head and kind of look back more reflectively, definitely more time than I had, this time six weeks ago. So this is a very special time. Of course, we try to create time to kind of look at what we're doing as we came up with new solutions, trying to look at maybe what we've done over the last couple of years. But this is actually a very reflective time for me, trying to really assess and think about things that really helped me grow and things that were very successful and things that I will be able to take on to further experiences.
There's so many times, when you talk to somebody who's going through something big and you're just living in it. So there's not really that time. And once you finish it, you're like, oh, wow, it might, you probably were going to reflect differently, by the end of, New Year's Eve versus 5 years from now versus 10 years from now on what everything kind of meant to you.
That's totally true. And I look forward to going through those different stages and trying to kind of keep reflecting and learning as I move a little bit away from the acute event and the acute trauma of it all. It is nice to kind of look at it with different lenses over time.
Many people in at-risk communities, Spanish-speaking household, frontline workers have traditionally been left out of key messaging, especially during times of crisis. What was it like to be a voice and an advocate for them, especially during that the past 2 years? And how do you hope that messaging that you helped to create also reflects in your new position?
No, I'm very humbled that, a class that I took in college has paid so many dividends. And I'm so humbled when people come up to me from the Spanish speaking community, from the Latinx community, and say that it really made a difference. It helped people get the information they needed. It helped them make, decisions that helped save lives and save lives of people in their community because they got that information directly. It's actually such an important lesson that it's not something that you get to go back and say, okay, we won't do that anymore. It's something that has to be an important part of any kind of communication strategy. It has to be about how can we be more and more inclusive so that people can get that important information that you're trying to disseminate.
Young girls and young women got to see you, Dr. Arwady, Mayor Lightfoot on stage together, leading our city. Did you get messages from schools, from kids, from parents, as far as, what that meant for them?
I did. I have received, thousands of cards with various sentiments expressed. I've kept every single one of them. I have several huge bankers boxes, and it's really just lightens the spirit to see that maybe I can make a difference in the trajectory of a young person who might be able to see themselves in a new light that maybe they didn't think about. And I also hope there's that message for young boys that the young girls are their equals, and that leadership comes in all forms and all packages. So I hope that we're all seeing that. It really helps to be able to see things and then also reach for it. We really don't want any limits on what people think, that they can do. And I think the more they see things, then it just allows the dreams to even go beyond what they've seen. And so I'm happy to be a part of that in any way.
One of the other messages of being strong is knowing when you need help as well too. And a lot of parents, bosses, first responders had to be strong for their children, their parents, their neighbors during this time. But it was a lot. I mean, even the strongest of strong people can only take so much. And seeing you get emotional, during the press conferences, I think also gave people that moment of like, okay, I can have that same emotion as well too, because we were all feeling it at as well home. How did you, what was going through your mind when you found your emotions, coming through? And did you realize everybody was doing the exact same thing at home?
I didn't realize everyone was doing the exact same thing at home. I actually really felt like I had let people down to have lost my composure, which, wanted to really kind of be that beacon of stability. And so as I got, letters and calls and so many people reaching out in support saying, it actually helped us to see that it helped us see your humanity. It helped us see your compassion. That taught me something, that, being human is not a problem. And some people actually will welcome that, and that they want to see not just your intellectual side, but, the full range of your compassion and empathy. So again, I'm learning as I've been experiencing this whole journey as well.
And then final thing here, you're starting some work here with the Sinai Chicago, but before you go full time in June, what are you hoping to do to recharge and decompress? Spending time with your family. I know you're a big tennis player. What are you kind of hoping to do to have those couple of free moments before starting this new job?
It's all of that. I am playing tennis. I am, the Uber and Lyft driver and taxi cab person for the kids. And, I'm traveling and visiting friends. I'm spending a lot of time in Bible study and reflection and meditation and journaling. I mean, just really getting to do a lot of things that I haven't been able to do for a very long time. So this is a very unique moment, a very special time. And of course, I am, spending time meeting the team that awaits me at Sinai, and really getting those important downloads, not overdoing it, but definitely getting a lot of important information so I can start thinking about that important role that I am so looking forward to taking on.
Well, congratulations on the brand new role. And then fans can go ahead and hear everything you have to say, and check out your stories and the reflections that you have Monday at Northeastern. NIU.edu/tickets is where you can go ahead and find them. They're free for in person, and you can also watch it virtually as well too. Dr. Ezike, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks for having me.